Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and being a little bit naughty today because I think I'm going to be teasing you today. Have you seen this collection by Stamperia called Furry Friends? I recently took a visit down to a local craft shop called Intercraft, and I saw this on the shelf and I had to get it. This dog reminds me of one of my previous dogs, William, and so I just had to get this collection. And as you can see, we have dogs and cats in this collection. And being a dog lover, I have managed to stick to the dogs part. But in a workshop recently, one of the ladies, she used this collection and she's a cat lover, and she managed to make the album, a very similar one to one I'm going to show you now, using more of a cat theme. So what am I going to make with this? Well, there's a little tease. Let's see if I can bring it in. Yep, this is going to be my International Scrapbooking Day 2026. So Saturday, May the 2nd, hopefully you will be coming back here, joining me to make your own version of this album. Now, in the past, I've made sure my International Scrapbooking Day albums are suitable for beginners, but also offer places for more advanced people to add their own touches, and that's what's happened in the past, but also making them economical. And I think this one might be my most economical one yet. You might have seen I've called it my graduating page album, and here it is. So as you can see, I've added the dogs. So these four were on the backing sheet on one of the 12 by 12s, but these two weren't. These were on the back sheet. I've got it here. So this is the back page, and as Stamperia usually do, there's some cut out elements. So I thought it needed some more dogs. So we've cut out some extra dogs and a sentiment and some flowers, which are 3D there. And then it's very graphic, lots of wording and things, so we've managed to get a lot. So even without the images, I just love these papers. So this, I've got to say, I really enjoyed the maths with this and working out all the measurements and how to maximize my papers, and making sure that when I take a cut from my 12 by 12 paper, that the leftover piece goes somewhere else, and I've managed that. And I think you can get this entire album done if you just get rid of some of the flaps and things with 5 sheets of 12 by 12, which I think is brilliant, especially with something Stamperia, where the collection comes with 10 double face sheets. There's 10 plus the backing sheets, the cutout elements as well. But I can assure you, one pad of 12 by 12 Stamperia is plentiful for this. You will not run out. And in fact, you'll have plenty left over. In fact, I've still got one entire sheet. I've got a couple of the journal cards, because they were the cat ones, still left as well. Plus, I've used a lot of them to make the extra elements in this album. So let's have a look. So when you open it up, what we have are pages which graduate, so they get larger as we go through. So we start off with a really nice big deep pocket here, and then the front I've left, you can leave it plain, you can have an image which will go nicely up, or offering you space to add your own little touches. So you can add a pocket. You've seen some of the other ones I've done. I've used the Cool Cats triangle tie, so the corner tuck spot they call it, where you get, and I think I've done a tutorial of this in the Cool Cat Quickies playlist, so have a look there. And I've just glued the black piece down the side, and then the top piece actually comes with 2 little slits, so it's like a little belt, so you can tuck some extra things in. So it's nice that you can put things on an angle, but you can also put things behind there. And then this is how the pages work. They're all evenly spaced, and the waste from one covers another one. Really, if you don't watch anything else, watch the decorating video for this, and you will see how it all works out. Even if you don't like the flaps and pockets I add, make the base and follow the decorating hints and make it your own. So it has been designed for 6x4 photos. I don't think I've got a 6x4. Oh, hang on. This is just smaller than 6x4, but you'll get the idea. A 6x4 photo will fit in this pocket. Now, if you think, oh, those V-shaped pockets scare me, just keep it as a straight pocket. Keep it nice and basic. If you want a little touch, so I wanted to show how you can add some interest without adding extra cost. So I'll show you how to do that and how to get the decoration done in a nice, easy way, and that you've got pattern continuation. So we've got a 6x4 photo space there and a little sentiment. It opens up. It's your choice here. You can leave these blank, because as I said, this is a bit smaller than 6x4. These papers are actually 6x4 inches. So it's the same size as your photo. So you could just leave these 2 blank and save even more paper. And then each of the pages is a pocket page. So you can add more photos and photo mats inside there. So we did have a little bit of pattern continuation. And I did like this. I chose this so you could have some journaling in there as well. And the back is exactly the same as the front. So we've got a V-shaped pocket there. And now this page starts to get a bit wider. Oh, we've got one of the journal cards here as well. So we've got a vertical one this time. So I'll show you how to do it in both orientations. So you can fit 6x4 again in there. And then on the back with this, I've simply used photo slots. These are dies by Cool Cats again. I will link in the description below to all the dies and things I've used, should you wish them. They are optional. You can make this without. This photo mat then, you can take out and put your 4x4 photo in, or put it on that, and you'll have a little black border with some lovely stitching. And you can change your photos in and out like so. It's a lovely way to keep your paper still intact. And if you do change your mind about the photo, you can. Alternatively, just cut a little piece of cardstock, just a little bit bigger than 4x4, and stick it down if you haven't got the dies. But such a simple idea, but so useful. Then we move on to page 3. So we've got a flap here again. We can fit a 6x4 photo in, should we wish. But we can also fit some 6x4 photos in this pocket here. I'll use this journal card. I'll leave that in there. These were the 2 characters. This is what made me fall in love with this paper pad. So I do think I need to get some more. Should we zoom in a little bit? There we go. Now this one is a square, so I managed to add a little flap in, and you can cover the front and these. If you leave this this flap off, you can actually cover all 4 sides with just 1 sheet. I think I've zoomed in a bit too far now, haven't I? With just 1 sheet of 12x12, and have the pattern continuation go in. So when you open up the flap, there is actually a space here for 4x4. There are photo slots there, nicely well hidden. And then, this is one of my hidden paper clips, but made with the magnet. Tutorial for this already on my channel. Head to Cool Cats Quickies playlist. So the playlist will have a long list of videos showing just some quick ideas with their dies. And this is one of them. And it just clips in there with a magnet. And again, space here for 6x4 photos as well. There you can see the photo slots are there. I wasn't lying. and then flip it over. Let's take that out. Here we go. So on the back, I've just done a photo slot for a 4x4 photo. I do like this page. It's a nice deep V-shaped pocket and does maximize your paper. So if you've got a image you like to keep, would work nicely here. And again, one of those little magnet booklets, this time done sideways rather than hinged at the top, so that it can go over the magnet holding it in place. And I've made a couple of the pocket tag dies as well, using those Mexican pocket dies. So the shape follows through on all of these little pieces. And oh, there's a pocket here coming up, which has the same shape, so it all ties in. Now, if you're short on paper, just don't add this flap. This flap does mean you need an extra whole sheet because, well, I'll show you now. This was actually made using the one sheet, and the paper goes all, you can see the pattern match there. It goes all the way up across it all. There's some photo slots in here, so you can add a 6x4 photo. I've made one of the little paper clips. Again, already a tutorial for the paper clips, because they are actually made of paper, so it ties in with your collection perfectly. Just done one of the tags, so that was a bit of the scrap that we had from that sheet, so it's made into a little journal tag as well. I think that there should be another one in there somewhere. Might be in the back. Yeah, it's here. So this pocket page then is nice and deep, so you can put some larger photos in there. And to finish, we just have a straight pocket and one of the hidden paper clips this time. So no magnet, it's a paper clip. There was a sheet of tags. I've still got the cat ones left. And these paper clips actually came out of these tags. So if you've got a Stamperia collection with the tags on it, these little Mexican tags are perfect for using up those in a different way. And the last page, the back cover, I've added a pocket, but they're actually magnets here, so you don't need this. It's more a decorative thing, so you can tuck in some more things. Again, I will show how I made these, although there is a tutorial already on how to make the pocket itself, but I'll show you how to maximize paper use in the decorating video. Then a flap opens up, so you've got a nice, really deep pocket with a pattern continuation again, magnetized, and you could add this flap onto here and have one on the inside cover left as well. Or if you want to save papers, just don't add this tab at all and just have open pockets. Because as soon as you add this, you are going to need to cut into another sheet. And there we go. That is a sneak peek of the album base that I'll be making. So I won't be decorating it with the Furry Friends. I'll be using a Graphic 45 collection for that. But I just wanted to show how you can make the album using just one pad of Stamperia. So if you've liked this album and you feel like maybe you're going to join me, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified then of when the videos go live. And please just leave me a comment below. If you want to join with me, make sure you join Paper Crafting with Paul, which is my Facebook group, link in the description below. That way, when the cutting guide goes live, you'll be able to go to the file section and download it for free, making it easier when you come and join in. You could even, because I'll probably post that before International Scrapbooking Day, so you can cut out some of the black cardstock or base colour cardstock ready. So there we go. Yeah, so please leave me a comment if you're looking forward to International Scrapbooking Day, and hopefully you'll be joining me in making this fun graduating album. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.